As Housewives Part 2.
So she could take another husband, but she passed all the tests all the time. And because of all this, the women segregated themselves from Mr. Nandini just because of the love she showed her husband. She was the only woman in the village with one husband. In fact, Mr. Nandini didn't believe in making her husband do all of the household chores. Sometimes she would pack the dirty clothes and stay in front of their house to wash. The woman who see her will shout, "Abomination!" But Nandini never cared. "What happens in my house is my business. It isn't yours," she would say to them all the time. Sometimes the woman would laugh at her and say, "Don't worry, you will soon learn." The last woman that refused to marry another husband in this village, Mama Kelechi. Today, she now has 10 husbands. We will be here waiting. Very soon you will get married to another and we will be glad. "Oh, in that case, you have to wait forever," Nandini would always say to them. She loved her husband so much and promised never to marry another. Truly, the last woman who promised not to marry another man, Mama Kelechi, broke her promise. Her husband loved her so much. In fact, they've been in love with each other since they were little kids. They did everything together until she proposed. Back then, they behaved the way the Nandinans were behaving now. In fact, theirs was worse. They were all over the place telling the women to love their husband and to not entertain another party in their marriage. Papa Kelechi was so proud of his wife, but unfortunately, she was just like every other woman in the village. She met a very handsome man. She fell in love with him and married him. In no time, she married 10 men. Papa Kelechi became a laughing stock in the village. He eventually left Mama Kelechi's house, breaking their marriage. Mama Kelechi didn't even beg him to stay. She had more men to herself now. Papa Kelechi became friends with Ojojo. Ojojo is one man in the village that never believed in the way of life of the people. He hated it so much, which is why he never has a wife. He vowed never to bow to any woman. Me, Ojojo, I will never do such a thing. I will never get married to someone that will be above me. But they will reply him saying, "Ojojo, nobody even wants to get married to you, sef. Rest, I beg." From generation to generation, Ojojo's forefathers have been just like him. They all didn't get married. They refused to be the woman in the relationship, but they had baby mamas. His father told them the story of how women became the men. It started as a mere bet. The village was under attack by intruders. The people of Ozeni went to hide, but they had to come out of their hideouts because the food they kept got exhausted. They sent so many men to defend them, but they couldn't defeat their enemies. So many times, they sent very strong men to defend them, but all to no avail. People started crying because there was no food, and so one day, the women had a meeting and came up with the idea to defeat their enemy.